Hey guys, me Dave. It's 10/11, 2022. So I want to do a video, talk about the program and all that stuff. Not much going on with me. Maybe run to the washroom a couple times, but nothing major. Excuse me. So tonight let's talk street theater. Street theater and skits. Okay. When you're a targeted individual, they will do skits. Sometimes, usually, they'll do a skit about something about your life. Like, say you have to, put a car in your name or get a car out of your name and you're having trouble doing it and all this stuff. They will act out a skit, you guys, saying, oh my god, I need to change the title of my car. And it'll be all dramatic, and these people can act, you guys. They can cry on demand and everything. They could win an Emmy, and they'll be like, oh, I need to get this vehicle out of my car, out of my name, and all this stuff, and they did that to me. So today we had street theater. I went up to Costco to get my medication, and then I offered to wash my relative's truck. We went out to the car wash, and then she got a certified letter from the housing the bank who owns this house. They wanted to get house insurance, and they won't cover it because this house needs work, and stuff. So we went out to wash her truck, and then she was going to go to the post office and get her certified letter to pick up. Okay, now she went in there, and I'm like, oh great, I'm going to end up waiting here for 15-20 minutes because there's so many people in there. Okay, so now she's a part of this program, but I also think she's a TI. I also think they're hitting her with these weapons and she doesn't realize it. She is a part of this program. Okay, so she went in the post office. She was gone for 5 minutes, and she's like, "Oh, I hurried up and got out of there because there were 2 guys ready to fight. 2 guys were ready to fight in the post office. Okay, ready to fight. I want my effing mail and all this stuff, and I blah blah blah." So she went in there and seen street theater, and then she came out and told me about the street theater. I explained to her, I'm like, this is called street theater. Okay, she is a TI, but she knows what's going on because she's part of it too. So she's a perp and she's a TI. She's a targeted perp. Is what the deal is. That's what they're called. Okay. So they really are getting reactions out of both of us at the same time. So she goes in there, and these 2 guys are starting to fight with each other. They're ready to box. They're ready to go at it with each other in the post office, the main post office. And all this stuff. And there was a lot of people in there, so obviously they had to know what was going on and all this stuff. And then she comes out and tells me there's these 2 guys out there ready to go at it with each other and all this stuff. And then when we backed out of the parking spot, the 2 guys came out, and one was on the phone and the other was standing there and all this stuff. And then we drove out of the parking lot onto the main street where we could see the post office, and I had my window open, and this one guy's like, oh, I just wanted my effing mail, and all this stuff. They will do this stuff. It's called street theater and skits. So they will cause street theaters for reactions. It could be part of your life somehow. But they want to cause stress. They want your stress levels high, so they will do street theater. Another thing they did too was, I'm a big TI, you guys, so they have no limits on what they'll do. I took my relative to the courthouse. We went to the courthouse. Okay. I waited in the truck. My relative went in the courthouse, opened up the door, went in. There was a man behind her, or maybe it was in front of her, that opened up the door for her. They both went in. There were 5 cops with guns and long rifles saying, "Get your hands up, get on the ground, get your hands up, get on the ground, lay down, blah, 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 blah." And all this stuff. I was waiting in the truck. This stuff could give me a heart attack, you guys. Maybe that's why they don't do it directly to me. They did it to my relative. I guess my relative put her hands up and stuff. Whether if she didn't know what was going on or she did know what was going on, it was street theater. The reason why I know that is because some of the cops came out and gave me a look. Like they gave me a look like, this was street theater and stuff. They always let me know it's like street theater and that it isn't real. They just do that in my program. It's something they do. They'll cause a big theatric scene and skits and everything else, and but they'll also let me know it's street theater. I don't know if it was this summer or last summer because I've been getting hit so much. It was either last summer or this summer. They will fake car crashes, you guys. They will fake car crashes, car accidents. They will do that. I'm not saying every car accident is fake, but we came home from a ride and they were loading up 2 smashed up cars in front of my house. Not right in front of my house, on the corner. I'm right from the corner almost. Okay, now there was a lady there that works for an agency. She was there with her daughter. I've seen her before at the laundromat. They own the laundromat, you guys. I've seen her a few times. She is a part of this program. She's part of an agency and all this stuff. They always let me know it's not real, nobody gets hurt and all this stuff. They always let me know that in my program for some reason. So what they did was, is that they had 2 smashed up cars. They went to a junkyard and they had 2 smashed up cars taken from the junkyard and put on a wrecker and placed in the street. One was already loaded up. The second one was almost loaded up already. You could tell it wasn't a real car crash, but the cars were totaled. That's what they do. They will stage car crashes. They will stage events like that, and they will do it for reactions out of you. They will do it for reactions. But at the same time, they let me know it's them. They let me know it's them. Why did they let me know it's them? I really don't know. I don't know why they let me know it's them, but like I say, there was an agent there at the scene to let me know. They knew I know who she was and all this stuff, and they let me know that everyone was okay, nobody was really hurt. So they do that for some reason. I didn't react as much as somebody else, because they let me know it was fake, So it's almost like, they always do this in my program. They let me know things are fake and all stuff. It's just something they do. They will stage events, accidents and all this stuff, and they will let me know it's fake. There was another time somebody ran into a tree. His car wasn't smashed up. They had like a volunteer fire truck there. We don't have volunteer. I live in a city of 86,000 people. We don't have volunteer firefighters or anything like that. They had a yellow greenish fire truck there. To let me know that it wasn't real, and they took the guy in the stretcher and all. He wasn't really hurt, and they kind of let me know that. That's what they do in my program. I don't know. That's just something they do. They let me know it's fake in my program. They will do this stuff for reactions, but they'll also let me know that this is a skit. It's a skit and it's all fake. It's just something they do in my program. They've been doing it since the beginning. they will let me know that it's all fake and all this stuff. There were a couple times where I did see some real car accidents, where where a couple of the cars actually kind of got smashed up. Um, you know, I think they want you to think, oh, that's street theater and all this stuff. But it could be a real car accident. It was a real car accident. The people were out there calling the police and all this stuff. They were blocking the road and they had broken windows and everything else. That was a real car accident. Would they go that far? Hell yes. They would go that far to stage a real car accident. They have unlimited funds. They will get your car fixed, no problem, and they will do that. But there are real things going on in the world, you guys. Not everything is this program. And that's where the paranoia comes in, and they want you to feel paranoid. If you told somebody that, oh, there was a car accident today, oh, it was all for me and all this stuff. Well, it might not be. It could be a real car accident and stuff, and that's where there's a line they will cross. But you know, they want you to think everything is fake and everything is a real car accident or street theater or whatever. But there are real things that happen in this world, and there are real accidents that happen and stuff. It's really confusing because they can they will do real things in this program, and stuff. But you got to ground yourself because it could be a real car accident. It could be a real event happening. Not everything is street theater, so we just got to keep that in mind. But a lot of times they'll let me know if it's fake or not, and they'll spend all kinds of money, you guys, thousands of dollars on these incidences, and they will, do whatever to get reactions out of you. They'll spend the money. They have no limits, you guys, and they got unlimited funds, so they will do a bunch of things to get reactions out of you, and you're thinking, you're constantly getting reactions out of yourself because you're thinking, is that real? Is that street theater? Is that, so you're constantly stressed out and thinking, what is this real or is it fake or whatever? They're constantly getting reactions out of you. So that's what I want to talk about, a little street theater today. And that's what they'll do in our programs for real TIs. That's what they'll do. So anyway, I want to talk about that. So I'm going to cut this off. Other than that, not too much going on. I'm just hanging out and taking it easy. And I guess I hope you guys doing well. And I'll talk to you guys later.